nothing apart. The cows are crying, understand, things fall. Like the book, another cold shave. Just another comic serve. I'm trying to ride the rest of the way. Now is the time.
Oh, hi, you're back. Well, I was just taking a break from all this schoolwork to, take a break. So we need to talk about the last stage of the process, which is writing the essay. So let's take a look at that, okay? Okay, so now that I'm back in my chair, let's take a look at this, the last stage, which is putting it all together. You've got 90% of your essay written now, but we need to just do that last little bit. And some of it's maybe a little bit tricky in just terms of what you need to do. So the first thing that you want to do is start a fresh document. This is, the final essay is due April 20th. So you create a document and you format it to MLA specifications. So if you're in your English classroom, I want you to go to your To Kill a Mockingbird essay assignment and then view the assignment. Let's bring it up this way. I don't have it because I'm a teacher, but you should have a little thing over here in this upper right that says create or add, and I want you to hit create a document. So I'm just gonna do it a different way. Docs. So when you go to Google Classroom and you hit create a document in the assignment, then it makes it automatically linked to the assignment. So please do it that way. I'm doing it this way because I don't have any other choice. Alright, so I've got my blank document here. Let's say my name is Frodo Baggins. So I'm going to pretend that I'm a student named Frodo Baggins, and we're going to set our document to MLA. We'll call this Mockingbird Essay. That's not my title, that's my file name. Title should be something interesting. So, font is 12, Times New Roman. Times New Roman right here. We're going to go to double spaced, like that. And let's insert our page numbers. So we'll go to Insert, Page Numbers, and we pick the one that looks like that. My last name is Baggins. And we're already, let's see, Times New Roman. We're just switching that. The header is a different font sometimes than the rest of the thing, so you have to double check and make sure it's still Times New Roman 12. So now mine is, I put a space between the Baggins and the 1. I'm good to go. Please don't delete the number. That's what I'm looking for. Don't delete the number and then punch it back in, because then you'll get 1 on every page. It's got to be this gray highlighted number. So my name is Frodo Baggins. I'm doing this for English 1, so that's teachers next. English 1, and we're going to do the day that it's due, 20 April 2020. Then we're going to do a centered title. I'm going to do a really boring title, but I'd like you to come up with something more interesting if you possibly can. So I'm going to call it Prejudice in To Kill a Mockingbird. Now, notice my title is not italicized. Part of it is because that's always italicized To Kill a Mockingbird, but my own title is not italicized by default. And I centered that by hitting the center button. Don't just hit spacebar or tab a bunch of times. Sometimes it looks okay if a little bit sloppy, but then you go in and you make some changes and the whole thing freaks out. So now to the left, I'm going to hit tab once to indent my paragraph, and if I've got my outline here, which I don't, but I would take like the first line of my outline. I'm writing about Romeo and Juliet. I just paste that in there. And the font is wrong, so I'm gonna have to fix that later on. Let's do the next one. I'm cutting the part that says hook and story details and stuff like that, and I'm just going in order. So there we go. Just copying and pasting. And there's my intro. Then I drop down, I hit tab once, topic sentence, and I just keep pasting this through, right? To make it look like a regular essay. And this one, because I already did my integration, I can just paste one part into the next part. So let's see. Marcus, I am recording a video. Thank you, sir.
I was going undercover.
Okay, but don't go undercover on my video. Thanks very much. Okay, before the story, the prologue makes it clear that two star-crossed lovers take their life. And then, once I've done all my copying and pasting in, I double check my font. It's not right. Make it 12. We're okay. Then what I want to do, once I've pasted everything in, is I read through it and I see whether everything flows okay. Like, for instance, I said at the beginning of this topic sentence, the first clue that the deaths of Romeo and Juliet are beyond their control comes in the first 14 lines of the play. That's a transition word. This gives me kind of my order of what I'm doing. You could like, let's see, well, let's just keep going. Well, this will be a little bit slow, but it's sometimes better to be slow than too fast. So star-crossed means cursed by fate. There's the end of that paragraph. Then my next topic sentence is this one. Oops, I got a little A there. We'll get rid of that. So we could add a transition here. So it's not just the prologue that makes Shakespeare's idea apparent. The power of love at first sight is easily seen when Romeo first spies Juliet. So that gives me a little bit of a transition from thought 1 to thought 2. So my topic sentence is actually not the first sentence in this paragraph because I put a little transition in there. That's fine. You could also do a transition at the end, if you, end of the previous paragraph, if you'd rather work it out that way. And then I'm just going to make sure that my font size is still what I want it to be. All that stuff. Your conclusion probably doesn't need anything added to it. It's just making sure that one body paragraph goes into the next body paragraph smoothly. That's all you really have to do. The last thing that you want to do once the essay is done is you want to add a works cited page to it. So you hit Command, or on your Chromebook it's probably Control Enter, or you can just hit, probably easier, is Insert Break, Page Break, and we're going to center Works Cited. Drop down a line, and we need to make a works cited entry for To Kill a Mockingbird. Probably the easiest way to do that right now is, let's just say Easy Bib, and I'm gonna Easy Bib Bibliography Generator. Let's create some citations. It's a book. Searching by title: To Kill a Mockingbird. I left the book upstairs. I don't even want to go up and get it because I know what the cover looks like. So if I can find... Usually they show me the cover, right? Alright, well let's I'm gonna look up the version of To Kill a Mockingbird that we have because I'm so lazy I don't want to walk up the stairs. To Kill a Mockingbird. Paperback. This is the one. So I'm going to give you a little hint. If you find the one that you want, if it's got the ISBN number, which it should have somewhere in the details, ISBN. So let's go back to my Easy Bib. That's the identification of the exact book that we're looking for. Let's plug that in. Search. There. That's the one. We're going to cite that. Yep, To Kill a Mockingbird. Add any information. We're citing the whole book. The author is Harper Lee. To Kill a Mockingbird. Let's fix that because we need capitals. don't know why the book didn't do that. Perennial 2002. That all looks fine to me. Like, MLA 8 doesn't require a whole lot of information because you can find the book. So, let's try and copy bibliography citation. So now I've copied that and it should be able to, boom, Harper Lee. Okay, so it messed that up. The computer, let's take a quick look. Yeah, I assumed that it was doing it right. But author, first name is Lee, last name is Harper, that's backwards. So we can fix that. See, this is why you don't trust computers. You gotta let your brain do your thinking for you. Let's complete the citation. I don't want to watch a video. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use my brain because I'm better than a computer. I'm just putting Lee before Harper. Then we're good to go. Everything else is fine. Okay? So you always want to check everything to make sure that it makes sense. So that's what you're doing. You're writing your essay, you're doing your works cited page, and then hit the turn in button. Not that one. Which is up here or usually in your essay itself. And that should be good. All right. Congratulations. We did it. Or almost. You will have done it very soon.